Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family, OklaHoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Cowboys will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will have the football first. Oklahoma State got a rare but most satisfying close victory the last time they saw the Sooners.
And it was such a big game for the Pokes, and you got to feel great if you're their coaching staff, watching how their team responded late in the game when it was on the line. They were able to make those plays. David, they know they're expecting another dogfight today.
Yeah, it's big for their confidence. When you get a win, listen, Oklahoma has dominated this series, but when you get a win, you've got that confidence. You can show the team, we can do this. So they're looking to build on 1 and get 2 in a row.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They'll run play action. Got a man, it's Burks. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. To the air, it's Mateer. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big... And they are threatening.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep chilling.
Past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Pulls and fires to the left. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now is when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But Jesse, 7 games in, we ain't crowning a national champion.
No doubt about it. And listen, they've looked good for most of the first half of the year. Obviously, that's why they've got that number beside their name now. But when you're the #1 team, all that means is the games get bigger and bigger as you go. So still lots of meat on the bone for this team.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved. And they race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
Then we get to break out the Sooner schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
The Cowboys offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's
there he goes! And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This rivalry dates back to 1904, and the story goes, guys, that the ball got loose once, rolled down a hill, went into a creek, and both teams went in there and fought for it.
And isn't that just what rivalry should be about? We'll fight you. We'll meet you anywhere, in a creek, wherever. We know, Jesse, Oklahoma State, they don't like each other.
Put your face in the fan, put your face in the creek, and get that football. I love that. And this really is a storied tradition between these two schools. You don't necessarily have to be from the state of Oklahoma to appreciate that when Oklahoma State plays Oklahoma, man, that is must-watch TV.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Release to the back. He's got it. 1st down and more. And down at the 30.
4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Freeman. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sategna. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Quickly complete. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Oklahoma has dominated this rivalry, guys, so much so that it almost seems like just a relief to the Sooners when they win.
Up to this point, Reese, no doubt, Oklahoma, they have owned this series against their in-state rival. But, David, you know, in rivalry games, you got to...
It's caught. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Encroachment defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Looking for room. It's up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires to the big fella.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Got his man downfield. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. And the Sooners have moved it inside the 20. Running the red zone, it's up. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. QB draw. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
End zone. Touchdown Sooners.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Wants to throw on 1st down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And this one will be stopped for no gain. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to do, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Mateer.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
It's complete. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
On the move, it's up. Gets it past the marker. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Gibson. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A great catch and run for 6.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game isn't...
Breaks away on the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. You got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal, and they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. On this offense, they got to run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. The Cowboys will go for it on 4th down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead.
no mistake about it. Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. Fourth down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. With the catch, it's Sategna. At the 40, there he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before he's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. The short hands, it's Burks. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Powers through the defender. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the 1st half.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the 2nd half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Lost the fire on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third down, he drops the throw. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive started from the 29. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. That's caught. It's Gibson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Snagged in the middle. It's Gibson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Cowboys will hustle to the line. Looking for a crease. It's Brock. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Finds his man. It's Ford. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Trying to set up the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Timeout call out here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? It's 3rd and goal. Sneaks it in.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tatum. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off play action on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Turning it on. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
What a throw on 1st down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Swings it out to the flat. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Ott. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The pull and throw off the RPO. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Pulls and fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oklahoma State has it back in the offense. the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Fitzpatrick. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the air on 1st down. Right on the money. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cowboys! Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
This drive will open from the 15. Looking for space. It's up. Open space at the 25. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Motion from the back. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fitzpatrick. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
And take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as corners in covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
Caught over the middle. It's Freeman. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. The give as they work on that clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Pulls it in. It's Fitzpatrick.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
And the Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run the screen. And that's a very productive first down play of bringing up 2nd and 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The give from the gun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man in the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Keep it on the sneak.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, though.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to 0.
And the celebration is on at Eskimo Joe's and all across Stillwater as the Pistols are firing and Oklahoma State takes down the Sooners in Bedlam. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent, and this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were #1, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season, and you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.